If a client called you and wanted to know what characteristics they should be looking for when they go to pick up a puppy, of course, it depends on what your purpose is with the dog, but an
Absolutely.
average family dog, what would you tell them to look for or beware of?
I would say, given the average family dynamic, and again, even within the average, there's going to be many variations of what demands would place on the dog. So here's what I would tell the generic family that calls me: moderation. You don't want the most driven dog. You don't want the most relaxed dog.
How do they identify drive? These are
Determination, how about that? They don't want the most determined puppy to whatever it is. When I just evaluated a litter of working German Shepherds a couple months ago, those little guys were climbing out of a substantial whelping box. I mean, substantial. The walls of that box probably were, they were approaching 18 inches high. And these pups were young German Shepherds, at the time 7 weeks old, jumping up, and then when they caught their feet on the edge, top edge of this whelping box, they were able to climb out, and no matter how many times you put them back, they kept on and kept on and kept on. Very determined bunch. But out of that, I think there were 6 puppies in that litter. Out of that litter, there were 2 that were relentless. They were going to get out of that box no matter what, scratching themselves up doing it. There was 1 or 2 that really never attempted, and then there were a couple that would do it for a little bit. So in a litter just like that, if you say we do not have competition goals for our dog, we do not have a working target for our dog to achieve, we just want a family dog, definitely not those 2 that kept climbing out of the whelping box. Maybe the 2 that never tried, that were just more relaxed. Now, if you're a high-level competitor, or you want to do search and rescue, handicap assistance, you're a police officer, needing a true working dog, no, you want the ones climbing out of the box. Even though you say they're going to be a handful to raise, they're not going to be as content to hang out. That's what you need, though. You need that determination, that high energy, and that focus, that single-minded focus to do what it is that initially the pups want to do. But then we'll use that drive and determination to accomplish the task we want to accomplish. So my average or generic family should be looking for the middle-of-the-road pup out of that bunch, or maybe even the more relaxed out of that bunch. Again, depends on their goals. They may be avid mountain bike riders, and they want this dog to travel with them on the trails. Or maybe they want a little bit more drive. So when a family asks me, what should we be looking for, since I don't really know them and these details maybe, what I'll tell them is moderation. Go for the one that's in between the extremes in that particular litter.